this is Anna Who Dreams into Reality, a Travel Around the World. That's a really long title. You can think of a better title, okay? You can think of a better title. Here it is. Anna loved to dream about traveling the world. Every night she would imagine herself in a far away places. One night she dreamed she was standing on a sandy beach in Australia. The sun was bright and the ocean waves crashed gently on the shore. When Anna woke up, she realized something strange. She was really on the beach. Anna was shocked, but she was also excited. Could her dreams now become true? The next night, she dreamed about Paris. She walked down the streets, saw the Eiffel Tower, and ate delicious French bread. When she opened her eyes, she was there, standing right in front of the Eiffel Tower. After Paris, Anna visited Japan, where she saw beautiful cherry blossom trees. She even tasted sushi for the first time. Every night, Anna would dream of a new country, and every morning she would wake up in that place. Anna traveled to Africa to see the lions, to Italy to eat pizza, to Brazil to enjoy the carnival. She was living the life she had always dreamed of. But no matter where she went, Anna always remembered one important thing. Her adventures all started with a dream. Interesting. It's almost like there's a different meaning behind the story. Did she really wake up in those countries, or was it all just a dream? She all remembered one thing. Her adventures all started with a dream. Interesting. Not a very difficult story, but a good one. But a good one nevertheless. I like it. Do you understand the story? Yes or no? Do you understand the story? I don't think so, Albin. It doesn't say that directly. It doesn't say that directly, that it's all just a dream. You understood it? Good. So I can ask you the questions, right? Let's see. Where was the first place Anna traveled to in her dreams? And I already forgot. Where was the first place Anna traveled to in her dreams? Australia, yes, but not just Australia. Give me the details. Where in Australia did she travel to? One night, she dreamed she was standing on a sandy beach in Australia. On a sandy beach in Australia. Well done. Second question. Question number 2. What famous landmark did Anna see? What was the famous landmark that Anna saw in one of her dreams? And answer in a sentence, guys. Remember, English is made of sentences. Answer in a sentence. No, it's not the Sydney Opera House. No, in Australia she only saw the beach. What was the famous landmark that Anna saw? Landmark is something that marks the land, something that is famous, far and wide. She saw the Eiffel Tower with an Eiffel Tower emoji. Perfect. Yes, she saw the Eiffel Tower in Paris, remember? French bread is not a landmark. A landmark is either a statue or memorial site or just a building, something like that. A landmark in Paris is the Eiffel Tower, right? She did also eat French bread, but that was not the point here. That was not part of the question either. Which country did Anna visit to see cherry blossom trees? Which, by the way, you can also find in China. In the city I live, they imported a lot of cherry blossom trees. You are all wrong. Sentence, guys. Did you already forget? Answer in a sentence. And answer the question correctly, okay? Which country did Anna visit to see cherry blossom trees? To see cherry blossom trees, she visited Japan. Correct. Originally from Japan, these beautiful white cherry blossom trees and pink cherry blossom trees are just wonderful. 我可以会说中文，朋友们当然在我会说英语。Japan. Exactly. That was question number 3. Question number 4. What new food did Anna try for the first time? What new food did Anna try for the very first time? She. You're still answering in one word. It is incorrect if you answer in one word. I don't care if you're the fastest. Just answer correctly. Slow down. This is not challenge day. Tomorrow, you can be as fast as you want. She tried sushi for the first time. Exactly. She tried sushi for the first time. Last question. The last question. How did Anna's travels around the world begin? Oh. How did Anna's travels around the world begin? Her adventures all started. She didn't have to pack a backpack, luggage, camera guy, because she woke up from a dream. Her adventures all started with a dream. All right. Well done. Short story, 5 questions. This is exactly the same story, but now written not in elementary school English, but in university English, B2 English, maybe like late high school English. The same exact story. And if there is any word that you don't know, type it down below. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole story one more time. You have heard the story. You already understand the story. but now with more difficult words. If there's any word that you don't know, type it down below. Here we go. Anna had always been fascinated by the idea of traveling the world. Every night she would drift off to sleep, imagining herself in distant lands. One evening, something unbelievable happened. Anna found herself standing on a sun-kissed beach in Australia. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore made her realize she wasn't dreaming anymore. She was actually there. Anna was over the moon. Could it be that her dreams were coming to life? The next night, she hit the sack and dreamed about walking through the streets of Paris. She wandered past cozy cafes and took in the breathtaking view of the Eiffel Tower. When she woke up, she was no longer in her bed, but right there, standing under the iconic tower. As the days went by, Anna hopped from one country to another. In Japan, she took in the beauty of the cherry blossom trees and had her first taste of sushi. In Italy, she stuffed herself with pizza while soaking up the rich history of Rome. She even made her way to Africa, where she came face to face with lions on a safari. Anna's adventures were more than she had ever imagined. She realized that dreams could indeed come true. But she also understood something important. The journey began with her imagination. Her dreams had taken her all over the globe, and she was ready for whatever they would take her next. For wherever they would take her next. And that is the story, the exact same story, but in B2 English. Some beautiful phrasal verbs, some beautiful idioms for you. You can learn from it, just a different level. Let's see what we can learn from this story, because you already answered questions. But in sentence number 1, we have fascinated. Fascinated, guys. What is a simple synonym for fascinated? Anna had always been fascinated by the idea of traveling the world. Fascinated, very like, yeah, kind of, amazed, interested. Yes, interested is much closer. Interested, like really interested in something. When you are very interested, you are fascinated. Yeah, captivated. Exactly. Simple synonyms, gal. Every night she would drift off to sleep, imagining herself in distant lands. Distant lands, far away lands. Distant, as in distance. Distant lands. Adjective. Drift off to sleep. Drift off. Phrasal verb to sleep. To drift off doesn't mean you're in a boat drifting off, but drift off means you're slowly falling asleep. Everything is fading, you know. You're slowly falling asleep, drifting off into a nice sleep. Drift off. Not lift off. Let's see what else we have. A sun-kissed beach in Australia. Sun-kissed. Beautiful. Sun-kissed means the sun is almost always there. A sun-kissed beach or a sun-kissed desert. Sun-kissed. Sun dash kissed. Not space. not one word, a dash in the middle. Sun kissed, because the sun kissed the beach. Sun kissed. Sun kissed. You can also have a sun kissed skin, like camera guy, tanned. When you're tanned, you can say, yes, I'm a little sun kissed. Better than a Poseidon's kiss. Anybody know what a Poseidon's kiss is? If you know, good for you. I can't explain to you what it means. You can Google it. Poseidon's kiss. The sounds of the waves crashing against the shore. Crashing waves is just the waves falling on the shore. Let's see, what other verbs do we have? She hit the sack. Beautiful basic idiom, hit the sack. Just means going to bed. I'm gonna hit the sack. That's what Americans say. I'm gonna hit the sack. I'm gonna go to sleep. She wondered. So you can be wondering about something, thinking, but that's with an O. This with an A. Wondered. W-A-N-D-E-R-E-D. Yes, did I? Wondered. Which means like walking, but like slow walking. Maybe a little dreamy. You're just enjoying. You're wandering. You're enjoying walking slowly, wandering past cozy cafes, and took in the breathtaking view of the Eiffel Tower. Breathtaking. Great compliment. Breathtaking. Wow! That's breathtaking. Standing under the iconic tower. Iconic, as in an icon, which is something that is very popular for a long time. An icon, an iconic tower or an iconic person is someone that everybody knows. Icon or iconic. She stuffed herself with pizza. Do you ever stuff yourself with food, guys? Stuffing yourself with pizza, which means you're eating a lot. Stuffing yourself, which means you're eating a lot. Like stuffing a bear, stuffing yourself. Like I can stuff myself with fries, love it. I can stuff myself with ice cream, love it. Definitely stuffing myself. And she is also soaking up the rich history of Rome. Soaking up, which means taking everything in. Taking everything in. Soaking up. Face to face. Face to face means real life, opposite to each other. Face to face conversation means you're next to each other in a coffee shop or something. Face to face. Like if I tell you, do you want to meet face to face, means real life, not online. Not even if it's a video call. Face to face means in the same room. Face to face. She realized that her dreams could indeed come true. Yes, they could. And the journey began with her imagination. Alright, welcome back to the unnamed story, level C1. We have done it, B1, B2, and here you have level C1. Same story, different English. Listen and write down the words that you do not know. Anna had long been entranced by the irresistible pull of distant lands, her mind constantly preoccupied with thoughts of venturing into the unknown. Each night, as sleep enveloped her, she would be transported to far-off locales. her dreams saturated with vivid images of foreign cultures and landscapes. Then, one fateful night, something beyond comprehension occurred. Upon awakening, Anna found herself not within the familiar confines of her bedroom, but standing on the golden sands of an Australian beach. The tang of salt in the air and the rhythmic murmur of the ocean rendered the experience startlingly real, as though her nocturnal vision had transgressed the boundaries of reality itself. Overwhelmed by a mix of astonishment and exhilaration, Anna pondered the nature of this miraculous phenomenon. Could her dreams have breached the ethereal veil and become tangible? The subsequent night only deepened the mystery. She slipped into slumber and soon found herself meandering through the winding cobblestone streets of Paris. The atmosphere was imbued with the scent of freshly baked pastries, and as she gazed upward, the Eiffel Tower loomed before her. An awe-inspiring testament to her newfound reality. Upon awakening, she realized she was, in fact, standing beneath the majestic tower, her feet firmly planted on French soil. This pattern of dream-fueled global trotting became Anne's new reality. She traversed continents with effortless fluidity, immersing herself in Japanese imperial cherry blossoms, partaking in Italy's rich gastronomic traditions, and embarking on a breathtaking African safari. Each experience left her more enraptured than the last, her senses overwhelmed by the vibrancy of cultures and landscapes once thought unattainable. As she delved deeper into these dreamscapes, Anna came to a profound realization. Her imagination had transcended its role as a mere escape mechanism, becoming instead the architect of her newfound existence. She had uncovered a realm where dreams and reality coalesced, granting her an unbound freedom to explore the vast tapestry of the world. This is the exact same story in Gen Z English. Welcome to Gen Z English and Anna and her travel adventure. Anna had always been low-key obsessed with seeing the world. And every night she'd be thinking about vibing in cool places. One night though, something totally wild happened. She woke up and instead of her room, she was chilling on a beach in Australia. Yeah, for real. Sun, waves, everything. She was like, no way this is happening. But yep, her dream went full on IRL. Anna was shook. Were her dreams actually turning into a reality? The next night, she crashed and dreamed about walking around Paris. She strolled past cute little cafes and then, boom! There was the Eiffel Tower right in front of her. When she woke up, She wasn't even in her bed. She was straight up standing under the tower like, is this for real? From then on, it was one lit adventure after another. She was hopping from country to country like it was nothing. In Japan, she was vibing with the cherry blossoms, then stuffed her face with sushi. In Italy, it was all about pizza and living her best life. She even hit up Africa, where she got up close and personal with lions on safari. Super iconic. Anna was living the dream, literally. She realized her imagination was the cheat code to traveling the world. And now she was out here exploring like a total boss. Who needs plane tickets when you've got dreams that come to life?